Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It's your brother Muhammad Bello Mikael, and this is the shade of Eid across the FCT, where we bring you gist that has to do with Eid. And with me in the studio, I have
Tadia Abdul Agwe. Welcome to our YouTube channel. So today we'll be talking about the Eid congregational prayers that took place in 4 venues. We're focusing on 4 venues. That's our Noor Mosque, National Eid Praying Ground, Bwari Area Council, and Karo. If you're new on our channel, please kindly hit the subscribe button and also hit the bell so you get notified every time we post new content. So the Eid prayer in our Noor Mosque, people came out in thousands. Like I could say, like over 5,000 people came here to pray. And it was really beautiful to see everybody come together as one to say their prayers together. There was no form of discrimination or no, you're rich or you're poor or you're too old or you're too young. Everybody was standing shoulder to shoulder to say their prayers. And I think it was really nice.
Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam, as difficult as this was for him, as it would be for any father whom you are asked to sacrifice your son, but not one of your children, your only son, that after many years of seeking for a child from the Almighty, and after reaching such an old age, he was asked to sacrifice the son. Nabi Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam did not hesitate to do this. But what was even more astonishing was Nabi Ibrahim saying to his son, "Oh my son, I have been asked to do this. And what do you think of this? What do you see of this?" And his son Ismail answered his father, saying to him, "Oh my father, if'al ma tu'mar, do as you have been commanded. Satajiduni insha'Allah min as-sabirin. Verily you will find me from amongst those who are patient."
Allah Sami Allahu liman hamidah. Allah Allahu Akbar. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. اللهم اعز الاسلام والمسلمين، اللهم اعز الاسلام والمسلمين، اللهم امنا في نيجيريا، اللهم امنا في نيجيريا، اللهم امنا في نيجيريا، واصل ائمتنا وولاة امورنا، واجعل ولايتنا في من خافك واتقاك واتبع رضاك برحمتك يا ارحم الراحمين. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين الحمد لله رب العالمين. عيدكم مبارك ان شاء الله.
talking about Karo now. Let's talk about Karo. So what happened in Karo Area Council in the course of Eid celebration is the king. Basically in Karo we have 3 kings. So 2 kings happen to be Muslim, and one, which is the general king, is not a Muslim. So you can see where the kings, which is the Serkin Hausawa and the Serkin Matasa, actually walked down from their various homes to come and say their salah in congregation with their people. It was so amazing and so colorful. You can see the attires worn by the kings and the Dogare with their own red and green attires that we all normally know. And it's so amazing, so amazing. After the khutbah and the salah, people, they dispersed to their various houses. But the 2 kings, which is the Serkin Hausawa and the Serkin Matasa, actually walked down, like literally they trekked down to the emir of Karo to pay him a visit and say Eid Mubarak. His name is by the name Emmanuel Kyota, which welcomed the 2 kings, which is Serkin Hausawa and the Serkin Matasa, to his palace and actually greeted. They exchanged pleasantries. And one thing that amazed me the most is the king actually sacrificed ram, like 2 rams, which is the Serkin Karo. And he happened not to be a Muslim, but he sacrificed 2 rams to mark the Eid celebration and shared it across his neighborhood and family and friends, just to encourage the acts of giving.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar.
So the facilities at the National Eid Praying Ground are well in place. So if you are kind of pressed, you want to use a toilet, there is a mobile toilet for you. And for those who don't have ablution or on their way coming, kind of break the ablution, there is a water tank provided for them to perform ablution. So everything is in place, and the LED screens, the shade of the trees, and it's so beautiful to pray, as in those that prayed in National Eid Ground, they really enjoyed it.
لله كثيرا وسبحان الله بكرة وأصيلا الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين That would give them chance and ability to secure the freedom of this country from our colonial masters. So they use unity to acquire the independence without bloodshed, which means unity is power. So I call on Nigerians to remain united, regardless of their religious background, ethnicity, or geographical location. We are all one Nigerians. That is part one. Part two, I call on Muslims to go back to their various homes and slaughter their rams as sacrifice to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I also call on everybody to use this Salah festivity by total obedience to the rule of law. All of us should always abide by the protocols of COVID-19.
Okay, so what do you expect to see in a National Eid Praying Ground where the elites and everyone can actually come in the central area in FCT to pray their Salah? And for me, I'm packing my clothes, arranging myself. For next year, inshallah, I'm going to pray Eid there at the National Eid Ground.
As for Bwari, the Eid prayers in Bwari was colorful because people came out in large numbers to say the prayers. And the king wore his beautiful regalia, his headgear, that's the turban. So it was nicely done. The prince and the princesses also went to the Eid praying ground to pray along with every other person. There was display of culture there, which was really beautiful. Like, it literally blew my mind. I was really impressed because the local drummers came. They made beautiful sounds, trumpets, everything was beautiful. And then after the Eid prayer, it got to a point, the king's makers who followed the king to the praying ground now followed him back to his house, or to his palace rather, and everybody was giving food and drinks before everyone left the palace. I personally had fun because I was there. It was really beautiful.
And I'm wishing everybody happy Salah, especially the chairman of Bwari Area Council and the emir of Bwari. I wish everybody entirely in Bwari happy Salah.
That I want us to live in peace. All these things that is happening, both the bandits and the kidnapping issue, please, we should pray to Almighty Allah at this. We should use this opportunity to pray to Almighty Allah this Eid al-Fitr, so that at least we can come to an end of this issue that is happening in Nigeria.
If you look at last 2 years back, we couldn't go to Eid Eid Kabir because of the condition, because of the COVID-19. But Alhamdulillah, this time around, we celebrated peacefully. We have to give glory to Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
And these are the shades of Eid across the FCT. As you can see, it's so beautiful and colorful. And for you, okay, what did you do? Did you give sadaqah? Did you share food with your loved ones and family or your friends? And did you give gifts, presentation? Where did you go? What fun did you have? Tell us in the comment section.
Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already done that.
Masalam.